Challenging times in the restaurant business. The number of licensed eating establishments in this province has fallen about 25% in the past 10 years. The Canadian Restaurant and Food Services Association blames a slow economy, rising labour costs and tighter credit. But tell that to St. John restaurateurs. The city has seen a surge in new restaurants in recent months, and just in the past few days, 2 new openings to talk about. It's all food for thought for our Rachel Cave.
Opening day at Relish.
We like 2 big peppers.
A new gourmet burger joint in St. John, where the sizzle extends beyond the grill.
I knew this was a concept that was going to work well in St. John, and a concept that we could use to honor the old Reggie's location and transform it into something for the 21st century.
We relish Peter!
The Industry Association says restaurants are a difficult business with a profit rate of less than 4%. On average sales of $600,000 a year, that's a profit of just $24,000 a year. Some of the challenges lie in the labor costs. Minimum wage has been rising in New Brunswick, and if the servers are paid more, well, the kitchen staff wants to make more as well. According to the Canadian Restaurant and Food Services Association, New Brunswick had 2,100 restaurants in the year 2000. Now there are just 1,600. Still, the industry claims to be the number 4 employer in the province. A group that supports uptown businesses in St. John says new restaurants help revitalize the city's aging core, especially when owners invest in upgrades and renovations. People like Pamela Spicer, owner of Brits, just opened this month. The name is a nod to her English heritage and to the late St. John artist Miller Britton, who used to paint in a studio upstairs in the 1930s.
He actually did like his drink too. He was a very man of social behaviour. He loved people, and I think in a way that's a sort of nod to me and my husband Gary, who got involved in this. So we thought, you know, maybe one day Miller will come down and have a drink with one of us, and we don't even know it. Yeah, so we kind of pulled that in, yeah.
Spicer's co-owner, Kevin Carpenter, is the former co-owner of Cooking 911, which had to close down in St. John 13 years ago. Carpenter says he has learned a lot since then and believes this time he's got the formula right.
There's been a fairly good boom in the city in the last few years. It'll be interesting to see what the next few years brings, but the strong will survive.
Yeah, the strong will survive. What separates the wheat from the chaff there?
Staff.
It always comes back to staff for you.
Yeah, very much so. It's about service.
Do you go around to the other restaurants and check out your competition from time to time?
Yeah.
And what do you think, without naming names, what do you see?
Well, a lot of times staff aren't as attentive to their customers. That's what we're about here. We will, we may not know your name, but we'll know your drink, and your drink will be put in front of you consistently.
Some people in the wine and food business say St. John is now leading the province in restaurant offerings, but they also wonder if the city can support them all. Rachel Cave, CBC News, St. John.
We have to take a very